Welcome back to Meet the Hobby, guys. It's your boy SE1, and we got Slab Strong on the channel today. What's up, Tim?
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm hanging in there, my brother. So Tim is founder, creator, owner of Slab Strong, and if you guys don't know what Slab Strong is, check out the video that's playing in the background. We got his little commercial bit going on, but it's slab protectors, or it is slab protectors, silicone slab protectors that go around your slabs, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to make it a little bit funky, right? So we got like 8 main colors now. I got 5 more coming, and I'm starting to do custom stuff. So, but definitely protection is a major part of it, right? But I definitely wanted to come in with the funky colors and make it a little bit fun.
Oh, nice. So tell me, what was the motivation? What was the start of the idea? Like, how did this all evolve?
Well, so I lose everything in the pandemic. I lose my job. The only thing I didn't lose is my apartment and my fiance, right? So I asked my girl to marry me. She breaks her ankle 2 hours later after I ask her to marry me, right? So I had already lost my job at that point. She's a bartender. She loses her job and gets no unemployment because it's not COVID related. So there was that real desperation, right? I was 38 years old. I don't want to fail, right? You get to that age where you're like it's too late for me, right? But I've always had something in me. I just always felt like I was gonna do something big or big in even like a niche hobby or whatever. So once that happened, I had the idea, and I took a screw down, because it's about the same size as a PSA slab, and I went and just got my girl's Cricut machine, and with a sticker, I made the design of how I wanted it to look. Because in the beginning, I just wanted to change the color of slabs. I just wanted it to make them look cooler without taking away from the card. And then I had a 3D printed one made. It was crap, right? It wasn't even good, but you could tell where I was going with it. And then I got into injection molding, and then once that injection molding happened, like, it turned into a real phone case bumper sleeve that could withstand being dropped from you've probably seen my videos from a second floor, third floor, or hey, Masvidal throwing them. So yeah, but it all came. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that video.
I have seen that video.
Yeah, that was nuts, bro. I did not. I knew he was gonna throw it. I didn't know he was gonna do it like that. But no, it was simply. I really just wanted to make it look cooler and have people make it like their own collection, right? You might have the same card as me, but maybe I have it in a blue case. You have it in red, and it just makes it kind of their own thing.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, success story. That I had one of our breakers, we were talking about this earlier, one of our breakers, in this hobby, it's great. We get to meet great people like-minded, and we just click. We just run with it, right? So in our breaks, we came across a guy that breaks with us. His name is Eddie, and huge Atlanta Braves fan. And he's from
my
Atlanta.
boy, me too.
Okay. So he is a huge Braves fan, and in 1995, they won the World Series. And so he's been chasing this auto ball collection of every member of the 95 World Series team. So he was down to 2. He found the second to last. The last one was Ed Giovanola. Ed Giovanola so happens to live out in San Diego. And my day job is I'm in real estate. I run a mortgage company. And he reaches out to me. He goes, okay, look, I would never ask you for any weird favors. And I'm like, where's this conversation going, bro? Like, what are we talking about? And he goes, no. Tells me Ed Giovanola just so happens to live out in San Diego, and he appears to be a real estate agent. So I'm like, okay. He goes, that's the last auto I need. That's the last auto I need to complete my collection, and that's the hardest one to find. And I'm like, so do you want me to try to locate the guy? He goes, do you happen to know? I'm like, no, but it's an industry that I'm in. I could find his number and reach out to him. Long story short, I found Ed's number, shot him a text, we talked, we chopped it up, and I told him, I was like, hey, I got a really good buddy that is looking for your auto. Do you mind giving me your address? He'll send you over a ball with the return label. And he goes, hell yeah. We completed his Yeah, we completed his 20-something year search for that collection. So as a thank you, he goes, "I'm gonna send you something." I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to send me anything. If there's any way I can help you, I'll do it. I don't need any compensation. I don't need anything like that." He goes, "No, trust me, you're gonna want this." So I get it in the mail. As you can tell, Cubs fan. I'm originally from Chicago. He sends me this PSA authenticated Topps Now auto of Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo.
That's dope.
So I literally, I mean, I completed his World Series collection, and I've been a Cubs as long as I've been a Cubs fan as long as I've been alive. So being able to get 2 autographs of the guys that broke the curse was great. So come back from Vegas, I'm like, your protector is going on to my slab. You know? So what's even funnier about it is, as we were talking, as soon as I got it, I came back. I had the screen protectors from Corey, and I threw those on here too. So man, this is sitting on my desk. It's readily available to me at all times.
Yeah, I appreciate you putting it on there. So just to connect this all together, massive Atlanta Braves fan, because I played third base because of Chipper Jones, and my second favorite third baseman of all time is Chris Bryant.
Oh, yes, man. Every time I see him, bro,
I know he's
cry.
gone. I know he's gone. I know he's gone.
I cry.
I went to, so I never got to see Chipper Jones play live, but I went and took a tour of the Atlanta Braves Stadium. That was awesome. But at the National, I went to a Cubs game, and I was like, I didn't have seats at the lower bowl, but you know, if you just constantly walk the thing, you can watch the whole game and they won't say nothing because they just assume you're going to your seats.
Yeah.
But every time Chris Bryant went up to bat, I would just walk the concourse, and I actually got him getting hit by a ball on film. So like, just the synergy of you being a big Chris Bryant fan and your guy being a Braves fan. Yeah, man, that's dope.
Yeah, it was, I mean, Wrigley, and here's the funny story. When I lived in Chicago, I lived literally a block away from Wrigley. So, you know, the score.
So dope. I love that area.
So the back of the scoreboard is on the corner of Sheffield and Waveland. Right across the street is Murphy Bleachers. You had the train, and right on the other side of the train was my house. So getting to grow up, listening to Harry Carey sing the 7th inning stretch was like no other. I mean, me and my brother would turn on the TV. We would go to games all the time, and back then it was $5 bleacher seats. So, I mean, we hit games like all the time, man. Like all the time.
Dude, I know we're supposed to be talking about me, but I could care less. Listen, bro, I brought a dope necklace from right outside, like where they like on the left field wall. There's a guy, you must know this. There's a couple of guys that sit there and they have a whole basket of balls because they just sit there all day and catch the balls, and then they make jewelry out of it and like little figurines they cut the baseball open, and bro, that was, so it was very hard to park when I was there, right? I couldn't find a parking spot, but go into that game and just like what happens to that area when a game's going on, even though there's traffic, right? Like there's more cops out there so people can walk. Like, bro, that was so fun.
Yeah, it's
I
like
love that area.
It's like no other. I mean, as a guy that grew up in the area, it's normal to me to see a baseball stadium in the middle of a neighborhood. Like there's no parking structure. There's no parking structure. You know, you have to take the train, park downtown, and take the train in. Or you just find a parking space very, very far and then walk in. And back in the day when I lived there, it was free park. It was you know, the neighborhood didn't clean it up, so you could park wherever you could find a space. So it sucked. Luckily, it was only day games. But I mean, I could just imagine, you know, not having that in place and doing a night game. I mean, it was nuts. But man, I mean, we could talk about this. So as we're talking about collecting in sports and you being a Braves fan, like, what's your PC? Like, who do you PC? What's your teams right now?
So I really, truly only PC, I would say, 2 things heavily. Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones. I PC anything Atlanta, but it's mostly those are my 2 favorite all-time players, right? But other than that, I'm like strictly anything Rhode Island related. So I'm talking about anything as old as like the T206, the same set that the Honus Wagner is in. There's also a couple of guys from the Providence Grays, which is no longer a team obviously anymore. all the way up to Providence College, Lamar Odom. They no longer play baseball, but even a guy like Doug Marabelli or Lou Malone, no, it's Doug Marabelli. Anything Rhode Island related, even like vintage, like the cigarette cards that aren't sports related, like anything.
Oh, that's dope.
Related. Though. Yeah, anything. And Rhode Island is, one of the original 13 colonies, right? So there's a lot of old, like trading cards. There's really a lot of vintage stuff around here. Like you go to the antique shop, but it's not just cards to me. Like literally my collection is, and it's not just like sports memorabilia. It's anything, truly anything Rhode Island related. I think it's because I'm from the small state, so there's that like a lot of pride thing to it where we try to be bigger than what we are, but for sure Rhode Island stuff.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. And honestly, like even though Rhode Island's small, I mean the only real sports presence in that is Providence, right? Is the college. So that's what gets pushed hard. And when, I mean, like for me, did it have the Cubs? I mean, up until 2016, we haven't won the World Series in over 100 years. But we stayed loyal because it's just in our blood. When you're from that north side of Chicago, especially for a guy like me, like even though I lived in California longer than I lived in Chicago, that memory, that pride, it's in your bloodstream. It just never leaves. So I completely get that. I respect that because I mean, I hate to call Southern Californians fair weather, but I mean, there's a lot of transports out here. So there's not many people out here that root for their home team. Especially, it's really sad. And I come from a big sports town, so it's just different. So, are you, in terms of like Atlanta Braves? I had this conversation the other day. Do you think John Smoltz is a better closer or starter?
Whoa. I mean, that's one of those situations where, like, pick your poison because at a time, man, so I mean, you gotta look at the age. It was better for him to move to a closer at the time he did it because he had other guys coming up. But that heyday of Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz, Avery, like, get out of here, bro. It's amazing, man, that they could even keep those guys for that long altogether. Yeah. That's what I love about the Braves. They kept a lot of guys, and then every time, like, bro, like McGriff the Crime Dog, like they had some. That's the squad, man. And then I think for me though, so Red Sox, I like the Red Sox, right? I wouldn't root against them, but the Braves came from Boston. They were originally the Boston Braves, so there's still that like synergy of like I'm a New England guy, but I don't know, the Braves, and I don't know if you know this, the reason why, and it's the same thing with the Cowboys and Yankees, the reason why there's a lot of Braves fans around the country is because they had the TNT deal. So there was a time when you could only, like the Braves game were the primetime games, even like locally. So I think that's what it came from for me. And then, like I said, third base, Chipper Jones, like that's my favorite of all time. Yeah. And I met him. I met him at the National. And let me tell you something, my brother, don't meet your heroes, man. Don't meet your heroes. Bro.
You fanboyed it out?
Yo, listen, bro. It was my own fault, though. As a grown-ass man, I really said to him, can I take a selfie with you? And he hit me with the glasses off. He was like, be quick. And I was like, you know what? Don't tell me to be quick. This is my first time meeting you, man. Like, but, yeah. It was, and then, so I had like, I have a big Chipper Jones collection, but I have a lot of doubles. So I was going to bring like 20 cards with me and get them signed. I forgot all of them. So my boy Corey at Show Your Slabs had given me a Chipper Jones card to get signed. Bro, it was a CSG 6. So I had to have him sign like the outside of the slab. So he probably was already looking at me like, bro, you're giving me a 6 SCG, but...
Oh. Or not? You don't even want me to sign the actual card? You want me to sign the plastic?
Yeah, I was a mess. But yeah, don't meet your heroes, man. Just appreciate, watch old footage, because I don't think he might not even like me. It's devastating.
Oh man. Well, you know what's funny is at the Mint Collective, I'm a huge DJ Ski fan. I met him at Nationals originally, and I'm an old hip hop head. So seeing what he does with collection and Project 70 and, you know, mashing those cards up with the album covers. And in Chicago, he did those eBay collective cards where he took all the greatest albums of Kanye West and he mashed it up to Chicago's greatest moments. I mean, that was dope. So I've met him before, and I told him, you know, he's my Twitter buddy, actually. And so I told him, I was like, I'll see you over at the Mint Collective. And then when I saw him, you know, I was talking to him. I was like, okay, I'm going to get him to sign some cards. My dumb butt goes, you know what? Let me bring all my top Project 70 cards for him to sign. I ask him, I was like, hey, you mind signing these? He goes, no problem. And I pull him out, and he goes, dude, I can't sign Topps cards. I'm like, oh, he goes, it's licensing. All the signatures are numbered. He goes, I can't do it.
Yeah.
He's like, if you had 15 eBay cards, I would have signed it. And I didn't bring one eBay card with me, bro. A total rookie move.
He is probably, like, he's got to be one of the I'm trying to even say nicest, kindest person, because constantly smiling, like, no worries if he's walking by you, like, ski, whatever, bro. Constantly, he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. So I actually met him in Canada. He was at the Toronto show because he did the stuff for the weekend cards too, and weekends from Toronto. And then he saw me with the big necklace and everything. So at this past show, he sees you with the hat and the necklace, and I'm pretty sure he told me he liked my product. I'm pretty sure he remembered me, but like I said, bro, one of like the nicest people, most kindest people, always smiling.
Oh yeah, and like I said, you got to figure a guy of that stature, that magnitude, how often he gets approached. I can just imagine how much it weighs down on one person. So I get it, man. And the fact that he's so humble and easily to be approached, I mean, it speaks volumes of his character, you know?
Oh, speaking of humble, did I tell you I signed my first autograph, bro?
What? You
Listen
did?
to this. Listen, bro. So this kid asked me to give my autograph, and I got flustered. I never would think. I signed it. I didn't know what to do. I know he didn't want Tim McHenry, which is my real name for everyone out there, but so I signed it Slab Strong, but both S's are money symbol S's. Bro, it looked terrible. That was garbage, bro. And I do not have neat handwriting either, so it looked stupid. But yeah, I gotta show you this footage of this kid asking me for an autograph and me just flustered, what do I do?
Yeah, you're like, I've never practiced this. That's funny you say that. Not that I've ever been asked my autograph, but now I gotta think about that. Do I sign SE1? Do I sign my normal signature?
Nah, bro, because this hobby, this kid was 10 years old, right? He liked my product, he thought it was cool, and I was meeting him at Bleecker Trading. You'll get that because look, we're doing a podcast, right? So you'll have a fan base, and in that fan base, if they've never met you in person, they see you on camera all the time. You'll get that. You'll get oh, can I take a? It's great, bro. It's so this is why I love the hobby, though. It's so funny to just laugh about it. It's I'm nobody, right? I just had a good idea. I tried to be a good person, and just so many good things have come from it. Like this interview, right? I met you through this, right? And you're right off the bat, bro. We clicked. I know you're a good dude. But that's what this hobby's about, right? Is making these personal connections. My product is what it is, right? You're either gonna buy it or you're not. It's not for everybody. But through this hobby, I'm really gonna truly change my life, build true friendships, and be able to make money in a kid's game. This is just a kid's game to us, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. So back to the product. I mean, we could talk. Me and you can talk for hours, you know what I mean? We get to talk for hours. But let's talk more about the product. So if you guys haven't checked out his video on Instagram, he has a video of Jorge Masvidal. If you guys don't know who Grainbread is, watch UFC. I mean, he tells him to slam it on the ground, and next thing you know, this guy goes ham and just, you know, it's oh my god. But dude. So on the slabs, how many different companies slabs do these fit? Do they fit all just the major ones right now?
Yeah, so I got out of the top 5 brands. I got the top 4. Well, I got 4 out of the top 5. The 5th, which would be CSG, is next. They're very comparable to PSA. However, with my middle bar design, it just doesn't work with that longer tag. So that kind of sucks because I had to make a new mold, but it is what it is, right? I want to make sure that if people want my product, they can get it for their slabs. And I'm about to make stuff for one touches, you know, because there's certain things, right? Like I could never compete against the clear bags. I can never truly compete against the stickers that everyone uses. But, and when I say premium, I don't mean at a crazy higher cost, but I can make premium bags and premium type stickers. So that's my goal with the one touches. Because a lot of like the Flawless brand and stuff like that, or if you get it from like Layton, if you're not going to grade it, you're most likely going to keep it in that one touch with the sticker. So I want to make sure I hit that market. You know, I collab with Corey on the Slab shield because that was one thing. So that's the other part of me, right? I'm listening to what people are saying. Yeah, I had an idea and I wanted to make it colorful. I wanted to make sure if you actually dropped it, it worked. But you got to listen to people, right? So the UV protection. So that's when Corey and I, Corey approached me with the Slab shield. So we're doing different things. We're going to keep expanding. I have the most color range for PSA just because they're the big dogs, right? I got to give people the most option. But black and clear for Beckett is about to hit my website. I have just black for HGA still. I just got finished with my SGC cases. I went without the bar for them because I think that they already have that unique look with the tux. So over this next month, you'll see more colors, more brands, more products. I'll be selling some stand-up displays on my website as well. So a lot of synergy between companies. Zion Cases, you can buy my cases through him. So we're just going to keep making these business connections and keep all working together as like some hobby unit for products, you know?
No, that's exactly what this series of Meet the Hobby is. It's about all of us different in the hobby, whether you're a breaker. You know, I'm personally not that guy that says, hey, you break, I don't want to talk to you, it's only my space. Like, and again, to each its own. I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody. Whatever your hustle is, your hustle is. But for me, I like the hobby as far as like we talked about being collective. I like being able to communicate. I love being able to talk about your product because it's a product that I don't have and I find it intriguing, and if I could give you any advice, any input, it just helps you grow your business. And you know, likewise with us. For us, you know, yeah, we're breakers, but we mainly just want to focus on just building and adding that personal, that positive influence into the hobby, which I feel that it's been missing. You know, so it's great meeting people like you, like Corey. You know, I got a chance to meet over the Layton people. Sarah Layton's actually a pretty awesome girl. You know, hung out with Mama Bear, Mama Breaks. You know, there were so many people we got to hang out with at this Mint Collective, man. So on your slabs, how are you selling them right now? Do you have a website that you're fulfilling orders on? There's a main like Instagram. What's the main platform?
Yeah, I would say for the general public, slabstrong.com. You know, I'm on my second update. Actually, I'm about to be on my third update for the website as I've grown, added more colors, added more brands, and honestly just got smarter in the hobby of what I wanted to see. I'm not a website guy, right? So I have to rely on, you know, paying someone and having them do it. So, yeah, slabstrong.com. But you can also reach right out to me. You know, I'm on Twitter, Facebook. I prefer people to message me directly on Instagram if they have a question at slab_strong. It's just a lot simpler to share video and share pictures faster, like through Instagram and Facebook messaging. But absolutely. I mean, you can always email me as well, tim@slabstrong.com. It's real easy. Questions. I would say the biggest question I get is, well, how can I, you know, make like a Skittle pack, right? Because I have 10 packs of each color, but some people are like, hey, Tim, I don't want 10 pink. Well, that's fine, right? Because you can either message me or in the notes section on my website, say, I want 2 of each of this color. I have no problem, you know, making special packs for you. And then on the whole side of things, I would say email me directly. And I'm always working on wholesale accounts with breakers, card shops. Really, honestly, anyone that will give me a chance, I'll give them a chance. And that's just how I am. I truly think that even how we met, what we're doing right now, that when you're just a good person and you build these relationships, that money just comes with it, just naturally. So that's how I try to approach everything, is kind of give the people what they want listen to people, be a good person, and let it all come.
Yeah, no, and I agree on that. And like I was telling you, I've been self-employed going on 20 years, and yeah, we all need money. Let's not hide that fact. Everyone knows we need money to survive. But if you're doing some passion and you're showing the passion, the money does come. You know, like these grading companies. Some of these grading companies. I mean, I don't want to talk bad about. I don't like throwing shade at other people's names, but some of these grading companies, they talk a big game and they don't show up, which kind of sucks. But you know, it's good seeing that newer grading companies are coming in, pushing the envelope to let the bigger guys know, like, hey,
Yep.
you're not the only game in town no more, guys. Like, you know, I hope eventually, especially with Fnatic taking over the hobby in a sense, I hope it brings a lot more opportunities for people.
I think so. So when it comes to opportunities, the one thing, and this will never change, right? I don't want to be, trust me, I've been this way too. I've trolled some people. I would just say, like, so when I came out, right? You know how many messages I got? Oh, you're making a case for a case and all this nonsense, right? When realistic, yeah. Oh, bro, I got the worst. But I have fun. I have fun with it though, because I'm not like a sensitive guy, and I get it, right? I completely understand that it's a case for a case and all that. That's why you got to bring a little bit more to it, and even with like the breakers, right? How you were talking, like it is competition, but it only grows if all the breakers are doing it the right way. And if you're not friendly with each other, you don't see the inside, and you can't give advice. Like there's a lot of things that happen to where, like, if more people would just come together behind the hobby and stop it, which the negative is it's just not going to stop, right? It's just, that's what happens when you hit online.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is why, like, I'm going to keep pushing myself. I've been doing this less than a year since I first started selling, and a lot of the times, like I said, the jokingly about the case for a case, I've had so much more positive than negative, and so many more people, even maybe that I flipped, where they go, okay, actually I do see what's going on here. But yeah, that's what I'm about, man. Like we've talked about, it's just about keeping these business relationships. The money is what it is.
Yeah. No, and honestly,
You
like
know?
I said, I mean, not that I'm saying I'm your best friend from just right off the bat from texting and talking to you at the show. It's just, you know, you can sense good people and who's in it for the passion. And honestly, I like supporting those. Like, I like being able to be passionate about something we all love. I mean, just like I said, we talked about Atlanta Braves and we just went on you know, I'm not even a Braves fan. And just like what you said,
Yeah.
people usually are either Braves fans or Cubs fans if they're not a part of their home team, because the Cubs and Braves were the only two options back in the day. You know, you watched them on WGN or you watched them on TBS. Those are the only two things that you were able to watch. So, but being able to talk about something and then me and you can just have that conversation about, you know, Smoltz. Like, Smoltz, what did he go, 24-8 one year? And then, you know, next year he goes like 50-some saves. Like, I mean, that's nuts. That's nothing you're ever gonna see, you know. But those are the cool things of the hobby I have. So with these things, with the new color things going up, like I said, I personally, guys, just again, not just from personal experience, these things are really, really cool, because how many times have you picked up, look at the slab, you have multiples in you, and the thing just drops. Hit something hard, you know. These things, I will tell you, it bounces. It got a little bounce to it. You know what I mean?
Does get a little bounce to, yeah.
Yeah, it does give a little bounce. I mean, like a lot like the iPhone. They had an iPhone silicone case years ago, and my cousin used to work for Apple, and he used to throw these phones off the second-story mall and see how high it would bounce. And these things were like indestructible.
Wait, let's tell the people out there watching this, because this is the other troll I get. I actually don't want people to throw their cards. I completely understand the card inside can get damaged. Bro, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that think that I am... For people that don't know, I haven't seen it yet. So part of my like sales pitch is I literally throw a card, right? To show that it doesn't break. And I'm only throwing my cards. So everyone out there, don't do that. You don't have to throw your card. I will show you. I can show you the B-roll footage. I can show you the behind the scenes. The cards aren't breaking, but you don't have to do it. It's so funny, man. Like I get DMs like, oh, like by the way, man, just so you know, like the card inside can get damaged. I'm just like, I know, I get it.
Yeah,
I have a lot of fun doing it. Yeah.
yeah, and I think it's funny in context, like you said, with the internet is you created something to protect your cards, and you're just demonstrating what you could be protected from. Now,
Yeah.
one can take it and be like, oh my god, this guy is just throwing cards and slabs, and that's his model. It's like, no, that's not what I set out to do.
I don't even sell cards, bro. Like I don't even sell anything. Like literally, the stuff you see me throwing is so. IRS, if you're watching out there, yes. Listen, the cards that I'm using for business, technically I like as well, but they are business. No, but like, so like a lot of the slabs I buy to throw them, they're $10 to $15 slabs, right? Like, but they're Providence related, or like Stromile Swift, right? Was like one of my favorite guys, like early 2000s. So it's fun to be able to. Oh, that's the other thing I get too. Like, why aren't I throwing someone's Michael Jordan rookie? Like, look, bro, if you can find someone that will hand me a Michael Jordan rookie, I'll throw it. But no one's gonna do that because they know I'll throw it. But I get that too, bro. I love it. I love like the funny trolls, man. It's like because you got to understand, like in this, especially in this hobby, and what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to be out in front in faces of the product, whether it's 777 or Slab Strong. Like you got to know, no matter what, like someone's gonna point out something that I'm turning into an old man because my beard's gray now or whatever it is. Though, but
yeah,
you just gotta have fun with it, man. This hobby is perfect.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what it is. It's you got to take it not so much in context, but more like read everything as sarcasm. For me,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't know if you watched any of our breaks, but we look a little bit different. And there are a few times that others have said to me, like, hey, you guys are doing too much. And it's kind of like, well, okay, cool. Like, but this is us, you either like it, you don't, but, I appreciate you stopping by. Like, that's all you can
Right.
really say. Like, appreciate you stopping by. I mean, we're just having fun. If it's not for you, that's cool. Keep it pushing. Go find the next one. But unfortunately, we live in a world where everybody feels the need they have to say something. That's one of the unfortunate.
Bro, I just wish I haven't run into a troll yet with my sense of humor, so I haven't been offended yet. But I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for a guy that has like a sense of humor where I'll be like, oh shit, this guy meant that, and now it like hurts, and I gotta go tell my girl, take a cold shower. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, and it's good to have thick skin. I mean, like I said, you're growing a
yeah.
business. You're growing a business, and I respect your hustle. You're saying you've done this a little bit over a year, and for you to be able to do this in such a short time and be able to do this full time, I mean, that commend you on that, bro.
Yeah, it was tough, man. So you know this, right? You self-employed. I mean, look, there's a lot of anxious, sleepless nights. Even sometimes for no reason, you get in your own head. A new competitor comes out. Someone shares a competitor. Like it's like one guy that bought it. But overall, if you can get through like the first 6 months and first year of your business, being thick-skinned and just focused on what you're doing, I mean, you're pretty much unstoppable, right? So I've been doing it less than a year. So May 20th was when I officially opened my website. So I've been working on it for over a year, but May 20th was my first actual opened the website. People could go and buy it.
Wow. Less than a year, bro. And see, and that's the respect of the hustle, of the hobby that you have that date straight up in your head. I could tell you, I don't remember the actual date, but I can tell you exactly when we first broke. I believe it was either November 30th or December 2nd. It was right after Thanksgiving in 2020. When we first broke. And at that time we first broke, we were just like, you know what, is this even gonna work? We didn't know what we were doing. We wanted to make sure that we were doing great for our first break, and we broke all this expensive hobby in our first break. We lost a whole bunch of money that night, but it got us fun. It got us through. And so, BRK1, we labeled everything BRK. So BRK1 happened, and today we're having BRK 317, 318. So we're well over 300 breaks now. So I get it, man.
So dope.
The sleepless nights, the hustle, like, you just gotta respect it. We gotta respect the hobby and going forward with it, man. So I'm gonna cut this short. I mean, I could talk with you for an hour and a half, 2 hours straight, bro. But I want to keep it great for the content of the video. For you guys that are watching, again, I'm an advocate for the slabs. It's not made for you to throw against the wall. It's made for you to protect it in case you are holding a whole bunch of slabs and it does drop. People, you know, even in eBay, sometimes people mail stuff and you pull out the envelope and it just falls out the envelope. It happens. I get it. So check them out. Another person, just a little Easter egg coming out to the group. Corey from Show Your Slab will be on the channel soon too. That is Tim's boy. I mean, all guys we just met this past week. And so, Tim, you got any parting words? Anything else you want to share with the public?
Yeah, man. Just hey, man, if you're out there, whether it's a new breaker, whether it's a new product, anybody in this hobby, just keep in mind that you know, we want kids in this hobby as well, right? So let's all be adults here. And yeah, if you want to troll me, just troll me in my DMs, man. I don't care. I'll talk back to you. But let's publicly, man, let's all support each other out there. I look forward to bringing you guys new designs. Really quickly, I'm doing this special giveaway. So stay tuned for that, but it will be involved in the National. It will involve my new custom American flag cases. I'm doing something with the signature for soldiers. And so look out for that. And yeah, and then like, yeah, you guys are gonna enjoy Corey, Dan from Stand Up Displays, you know, my guys at Trade Safe, Clint from Zion Cases, all these new companies coming out. Just give them a chance, right? Give us a chance. For you guys out there, I think you guys think maybe you're buying a product, but you're changing lives. And yeah, continue to rock this hobby and represent it well.
Yeah, no, I 1,000% agree with that sentiment, man. We got to just keep it positive, keep it pushing, and just support local, man. Support the individuals that are actually hustling, grinding, and not taking advantage of one. We're just trying to promote the hobby out, man. But Tim,
Yep.
I appreciate you taking the time sitting with me on the show, man. Hope to have you on again. That USA one, that's gonna look great on a Pat Tillman card, like
Bro, it's gonna be sick.
a Pat Tillman Kaboom. That is gonna look awesome on, man. So, but yeah,
Bro, that's the giveaway.
That's the giveaway.
I haven't got the card on me. I have 2 leads. The announcement is you will get this American flag case on a Pat Tillman downtown. We're doing 100% of the proceeds to Signature for Soldiers at the National. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I want to give back, and that was one of the first things that I thought of was the American flag case. So I want to give back, and that's what I'm saying, man. Just be good in the hobby and do your best.
Oh no,
there.
awesome! Let me know when you actually want to promote it, and we'll definitely plug that for you, my brother.
Dope.
But
Dope.
I'm your boy SE1. That's Tim from Slab Strong. Thank you for watching another episode of Meet the Hobby, guys. Peace out.